Shalom, friends. The Piaseczner Rebbe in Parshat Vayishlach, Tafshin Bet, in December of 1941, talks about the idea that when there are sufferings, when there's tzarot, that we have to understand that if we would follow the ontological chain of events, so to speak, all the way up to the source in HaShem, in the realm of HaShem, everything is chesed. When it comes down into this world, it can become dinim and sufferings and difficulties. And one of the ways to deal with that is to go up to that higher ontological realm and draw down the reality of chesed, and that can change the reality here on the ground. That's usually done through, he says, through prayer, through tefillah. That's obvious. We daven for Hashem's salvation from various sufferings and difficulties. But then he goes on and he says as well that we also can do that in Torah, not just in tefillah, but also in learning Torah. And he says, Keshomrim Torah beit tzara, when we're learning Torah in a time of, or when we're saying Torah, when someone's saying a drasha or a shiur, in a time of sufferings, as machnisim min inyanei tzarot v'abakashot v'yeshuot b'divrei Torah, then they can add into the divrei Torah something about the suffering and about the request for salvation, the same way that we enter them into prayer, in order to reveal the chesed, which is the higher manifestation, which is hidden. In the case of, say, Hester Panim, Hashem's face is hidden in this reality. So it reminded me very strongly of the approach of my friend Professor Jim Diamond from Canada, that a lot of the drashot of Eish Kodesh are really a theurgic move, meaning that the Rebbe was not only speaking to his Hasidim when he gave these divrei Torah and encouraging them to have faith and stay strong, but at the same time he was directly also addressing Hashem and trying to change the reality of the sufferings into the revelation of divine chesed and closeness of Hashem, to replace his hiddenness through his divrei Torah. So that there's a certain, for lack of a better word, magical aspect of these divrei Torah as well, that are meant to change the reality, change history, by bringing Hashem's revelation and chesed into the world in a place where it's so strongly needed. So this is a really interesting idea about Eish Kodesh in general, and I think here's a place where you see it quite clearly, and we also see clearly here the similarity, in this case, of Torah and Tefillah, two aspects which we usually talk about their differences. Here, the Rebbe, in a surprising move, brings them together. So may we have a great revelation of Hashem's chesed. Everyone should have a Shabbat Shalom. Call to be well.